Okay, hey YouTube, it's me, Tina. Today I'm gonna do a small plant haul, which, to be honest, I actually filmed like a couple of days ago, but I didn't like my intro. I just decided to do it over again, and honestly, I probably won't like this one either, but that's okay. But because since I did film the last one, I did get a new plant, so I'm going to show that to you now. And that's this fiddle leaf fig that I got from a local nursery for $15, and it's still in the nursery pot. Let me see if I can get it out. It's in there, and the leaves are kind of dirty. So I'm going to wipe those off, and then I'll come back and show you what it looks like, and then we'll get this haul started. I mean, not haul, but we'll get the plant tour started. And okay, so I just finished wiping off the fiddle leaf fig. So this is what it looks like. And there are some smaller leaves on the very bottom. I kind of wiped them, I mean, as much as I could, but I didn't really want to mess with those because they look so fragile. But yeah, I wiped off quite a bit. But yeah, this thing is growing pretty good. Now I'm gonna go ahead and replant it. I know that that's probably not right, but I'm gonna do it anyway because it lifts right out of the nursery pot. Let's see. Uh-oh. I think I just snapped a leaf. Yeah, I snapped off a leaf. Oops. So, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and repot it and put it in this planter, and yeah. Okay, oops. I just got these plant stands on yesterday from Marshall's they were $10 each, which I know I can find them cheaper, but I just kind of wanted to go ahead and get them and get it out the way. So let's get into the plants. This plant right here, you know what, hang on. I don't know the name of this plant, but the tag does. This is a lemon lime Dracaena daramensis. It takes medium light. And I have that out here by the front door, and I would say that's medium light. It's kind of, I have it kind of shielded. It has this little film on it to just give us some privacy. And then I want to also say that it like protects from UV rays or something like that too. So it's filtered light. And then I also have in here a couple of pothos leaves that came off of a plant that I used to keep in this corner that was infested with mealybugs. So I ended up getting rid of that plant, and I was able to save a couple of the stems, and so they're flourishing. It looks like it's growing a new little leaf down there, so that's good. So that's that. And this lemon lime looks like it's filling up. You know, at first I thought it was my imagination, but it really does look like it's filling up, and I've had that for maybe 2 months now, but it's doing well. I mean, I had to check and see if it was real, because I mean, it requires nothing. I do need to wipe the leaves off of it though. I mean, I need to wipe the leaves off. Has some hard water spots on it, so I'll do that later with some lemon water. Okay, and then in this corner I have a croton, which this is something I have one other croton, but this is a fairly new plant to me, and so I didn't realize that it took so much water, and I also didn't realize how much light it really needed. So I think this one is doing fine as long as I water it. It needs a little bit more water than what I give my other plants, so I will say that. So I just have to be conscious of that. And then I do have like a little bottle of water over there, which it doesn't normally stay, but I'm going to use that today to go ahead and give that a splash. Okay, and then here in my office, I have this little ficus marguerite. And it's still in the nursery pot, as you can see. I'm trying to, let's see here. Oh, it won't focus. Let me, hang on one second. Let's see. There it is. Ficus marguerite. And if I can, I'm going to show you the names on all of them because I know I'm probably going to butcher the names. And if you want to find it, at least, you know, you'll know what it's called. The proper term, whether I butcher it or not. That thing back there is fake. So, yeah, that's it. And then this normally, I will sit it over here. I haven't really had it long enough to really know if that's going to be beneficial or if it's going to hurt it. But I don't know. I'm going to find out. So if it's over there, I'm going to leave it over there and I'm just going to do an experiment. And if it doesn't seem like it likes it over there, then I will just move it over here during the day. But it obviously can't live at the corner of the desk because I'll drop it. Here. This is not a, it's a plant, but this is a tomato plant I purchased from work yesterday. So I'm going to take a stab at trying to grow some tomatoes. And obviously it's going to go outside, but it's going to get too cool here to leave it out there. So I have to wait probably a week and a half or something. So in that time I'll have to give it a splash of water. But okay, so that's that. Now let's go in the kitchen. Okay, and then I have this little spot, and this is all natural light. This is what everything gets. I'm not gonna turn on any lights. Now this little plant, I have no idea what it is. I got it from Aldi, and it was like $1.99. And I clearly need to wipe off the leaves a bit. They're dusty. But yeah, I don't know what it is, but it seems pretty resilient. I mean, a couple of the leaves will die off, but they seem to sprout new ones like every day. So yeah, that's that. This was it was like a little assortment, and it had some succulents in there. And of course I killed the succulents. I'm not good with those at all. I killed off a lot of the palm too, but you know, a few of them are still sticking around. But I've had this for probably 3 years. And then it has like a little rubber plant in there as well. And that seems to be doing pretty good. It definitely is getting a little taller. So that's that. And then here, I got this from Walmart. And it is a lemon button fern. And also behind it, I have a Florida Beauty. Show you the technical name. Dracaena Gottsifiana. I don't know. But, excuse me. I got that from Walmart as well. And I've already potted it up. I've probably had it maybe 6 to 8 weeks. But I've already potted it up, as you can see. And then I put some of the little cute little rocks over it just to keep the bugs down. Keep them from laying eggs in the pot and coming back, because those little gnats, they're annoying, or I don't know what you call them, but they're annoying. I have a few of those rocks here, but I ran out when I got to this point, so I'm gonna get some more. Oh, and then here, this is a mango seed, and I don't know if it will do anything, but it's an experiment. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So it did seem to be sprouting like a little root system, because I just stuck it right in the dirt after I washed it off and took it out the mango and washed it off. So okay, moving on. I have this Pilea, which I just got maybe 3 weeks ago. And it seems to be doing pretty good other than that. And actually, you know what? I think that leaf might have gotten beat up when I was bringing it home. So, yeah. So that's okay. But it does have some pups in there, which I'm going to leave in there. And then it's in this self-watering pot, which is almost empty. But I heard these like to dry out, so I'm gonna just let it just dry out completely, and then I'll rewater. Okay, next I have this aloe vera, and I got this from my boss, and it's already been, the tips have been cut. I didn't do it, but that's how I received it, but that's okay. I was still thankful for it. But the pot that it's in does not have a drainage hole, so I think I'm gonna have to put it in something else. And it's still in the nursery pot right now. And I may just combine it with my other aloe vera, which you'll see in just a moment. Okay, next I have a silver pothos, which is doing pretty good. It is vining down, but I don't want to leave it like that. And you see new leaves there. So it's doing pretty good with minimal. It needs, I mean, the needs are minimal. So I just water it and that's it. And I like it just draped over like that, looking full. And then I also have the little rocks in here. Okay, a new addition is my rose that I just got for Mother's Day. It's Mother's Day weekend. So that's nice. Okay, then I have a Janet Craig, which I also got from Aldi for $1.99, and it does have some brown spots. I mean, it was getting neglected a little bit, and it could be the water. I don't know. I need to research it, but I just hadn't had a lot of time to do that. But it's still thriving, and it's growing new leaves here, and they grow from the center on out. So yeah, I guess these are the oldest leaves. So it also needs to be dusted off. I don't know if you can see that, but it's pretty dirty. So I still have a couple more. I've been working on cleaning them like a few plants at a time because it's time consuming to go through each leaf. But anyhow, this is a Lucky Bamboo, which has some browning on it where I neglected it, but I'm back on board. It started browning when I was in school, fall semester of last year, and I just it just took a back seat. But it's still thriving now after that rough patch. It does have some brown tips, which I'm not sure if I can cut those off or not, but I'll research it. But yeah, she's doing good. We've had her since 2013, so 6 years. And she started off probably, I don't know, she was small. Okay, so that's that. And then here on this table, let me move my coffee. We have a Croton, which I got this from IKEA a couple of months ago. I think in February, maybe 3 months ago. But anyway, she lost a lot of her leaves because I had her in a different location, and apparently she didn't like that. And also I wasn't sure about the watering, so she didn't get enough water. So hang on a second. And then here I have an Arrowhead Nephthitis, I don't know. That's it. And she is only maybe 3 weeks old. So that's it. And then this doesn't belong up here, but this is, oops, this is a 3-way moisture meter. I'm not sure how, if it really works or not, but I got it from the nursery and it was half price. So yeah, we'll try it out and see if it actually works. Okay, so that's it for the table. Now, okay, so over here, this site is a yucca plant that was pretty full when I got it, but I don't know what I did, but it's not in good condition now. I'm actually gonna put this outside in a couple of weeks when it's warm enough here to do so. Okay, then here is a new addition I got for Mother's Day, which is tomorrow. And this is a Monstera, which I could not find anywhere, but my lovely husband found it for me from a local nursery. So this is a pretty big plant, and yeah, I've already cleaned off her leaves and stuff. She does have a couple of brown spots, but I think she's fine. And then this is a new leaf. She came with this, obviously, but yeah, she has a couple of new leaves, so she's doing good. She's still in the nursery pot, and she'll stay there for a while. Okay. Then I have aloe vera. It's actually two different plants, but they're both in there, and they're doing okay. I did have to change the soil, and then I added those rocks to keep those little gnats or whatever down. Here I have a small Dieffenbachia that I got from a grocery store for a couple of bucks, and her bottom leaves look like they may be dying off, but she's still growing and doing pretty good. And I did oh yeah, she has a new leaf coming in there. I did repot her, so yeah, I'm gonna put some of those rocks over her soil as well, and that'll be that. Then here is another new addition, and this is a fiddle leaf fig that I got a few days ago. So she is, I took her out of her nursery pot, and I just went ahead and planted her. But did I take this out the nursery pot? Look, I don't even know. Yeah, she's out the nursery pot, and I planted her in some special indoor soil because she didn't look that great in her pot. So anyway, I just took a chance and repotted her. And behind here I have a money tree plant, which I had for 3 years, but she's doing okay. She dies off sometimes and then comes back, but yeah, she's doing pretty good. I did put some rocks over her soil as well to keep pests down. Here is an aloe vera, another one. And she has some new growth there. You can see it's a little bit lighter. And I just repotted her in some cactus soil because I had her in regular smuggler soil, but she doesn't like that. I think she was staying too moist, and they don't really need all of that. So anyway, I switched that out. This is a Dieffenbachia that, let me get on the floor. But this is a Dieffenbachia that I got maybe 2 years ago, but she was not doing well. Like she just started dying off for me, and maybe she didn't get enough light. I don't know. Whatever. But this is where I keep my Dieffenbachia, so I wasn't gonna do anything different for her. But I'm glad I didn't throw it away, even though it looked like it was just pretty much dying off, because you can see the little nodes where new leaves are sprouting here. Let me see. Oh, even this one has one there. Pretty much all of these, and I think that one's gonna form one as well. So yeah, she's coming on back. That little one doesn't have any. Oh yeah, she has one too. It's just tiny in there, but yeah. And then I just put some pebbles and rocks on this soil for the same reason. I ran out of these little pebbles, so I just used some regular old river rocks that I had. And I did wash them off first. Okay, now this is another Dieffenbachia that I had for, how long have I had this one? Maybe 2 years. I don't know. I got these two around the same time. But she's doing really good. She does have some yellowing on a couple of leaves where I think it's just getting sun bleached. Let me get up. Okay, getting sun bleached like here. And I see where the sun's hitting it, so yeah. I might have to figure out a way to just kind of move her around a little more. But yeah, she's doing good. She looks pretty healthy. And she has like a lot of leaves that are ready to go ahead and sprout. Okay, here is a Chinese evergreen. I don't know what the technical name is, but I've had her for 3+ years. And she's doing pretty good. And even when she does die off, because she has a little bit, she comes back. Like, she's real resilient. You can see in the center there's a smaller one there. But yeah, I actually probably could put these in different pots and just have like, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 different plants. But I'm just going to keep it here. So that's that one. This last thing over here, I don't know what this is, but I got this. And I do have one more thing to show you. You know what? I'm going to go back. Let's go. Let me see. Okay. So this thing over here, I don't know what this is. I got it from a grocery store when I got this Dieffenbachia that I'm about to show you. But I actually got this Dieffenbachia over here, which is going to be next. And then the money plant at the same time from the same grocery store over 3 years ago when we moved into this house. But yeah, this thing is just like taking off. I moved her into the corner because she was like taking over. It's like leggy and it has a couple of different branches. And for some reason, this one just took off. And it's like, I don't know. It's growing though. Yeah, I wish it all was like kind of like the same height. But I'm not going to cut that one to bring it on down because that's, yeah, I won't do that. But yeah, she just needs to stay over there because she can't be, I don't think she can be trained. And then this last one over here is a Dieffenbachia that, like I said, we got when we moved in. She was really, really full. She may have been even fuller than this one over here. But I'm not sure what I did, but I started killing her off. Oh, I do know what I did. She fell. She got top heavy and she tipped over. And then the kids knocked her down and she suffered. She didn't like it. So she just went through a really rough patch. So she started dying off. And that's why I got this one over here. And I thought it was gone because it was down to like 3 leaves. And let me see. Yeah, it was about 3 leaves. But anyway, she just started coming back. I just kept watering her and I would even fertilize it here and there. But yeah, she just started coming back and now you see she's got quite a few more leaves on it. And then even more are unfurling. And then I have like a little tiny one down there that I don't think it gets enough light. But it will grow. But I may take that out and move it into this pot so it has a little more light. Because it'll do well for a little bit and then it just dies off. And like I said, I think it doesn't have enough light. So anyway, let me step back and show you all of these. Which, when the weather warms up enough, I'm going to have to move these away from the door. But for now, this works because we're not using that slider. It's just been too cold. So that's that. And then my poor little yucca, which, like I said, I'm putting outside. Okay. And in the living room, I only have one plant in here, and that's a prayer plant that I just got like 3 weeks ago. I got dirt up here. But yeah, she's doing fine, and she's unfurling new leaves. And then I have her, I went ahead and potted her right shortly after I got her. But I put her in this little glass pot. I didn't have one of those and I like the look of it and oops, decided she'd be a good fit for it. So yeah, so that's that. And then, let me see. Okay. In here, I have, this is, well, let me step back. This is my dining room. And this is where I keep my low light plants. And this is actually the last of the plants that I have, but To go through them, I have this arrowhead, which I just got 2 weeks ago. And it's still in the nursery pot. I got it from Lowe's and got the pot from Lowe's as well. And it does have a drainage hole in it under that sticker. I have this Dracaena that I got in February from IKEA. And I potted it right away. And this pot I got from IKEA as well. You have to drill your own drainage holes into this. And it's just like a hard plastic material. But I did just recently drill the drainage holes in there because I didn't have any before. Okay, sorry I have allergies. I have this. It's called a Pan Am. And it is a Palea involucrata, I think. It's a low light. I got this from Lowe's. Same time I got the arrowhead 2 weeks ago. Or it may have been last week. Within the last 2 weeks. But anyway, she's doing okay. I did go ahead and repotted her right away. And then this pot, this is the last one I had. And it didn't have a hole in it, so I drilled a hole in it. And I cracked it a little bit, but that's okay. So, yeah, I haven't had her long enough to see exactly what she likes or doesn't like. So, she seems to be doing fine, though. So, that's good. Okay. Next, I have a snake plant, mother-in-law's tongue that I got from IKEA. It seems to be doing fine. I can't tell. It looks like it is growing a little bit. I can't really tell, though. Has that little leaf down there. Yeah, it's not fussy at all. I do have it in this Dollar Tree pot. It's like a self-watering pot, but you really can't get any water in that little hole, if you ask me, you know, without making a mess. So I may repot it eventually, but I'm gonna leave it here for now. So yeah, that. Then I have 3 small snake plants that I have not repotted yet, and I'm not going to for a while. But it's so this is the same kind, which I'm not sure what the species of it is or anything. But I have 2 more of that kind, and then this one. And it has another little leaf growing in there. Yeah, so that's that. Then I have down here pothos that I got from IKEA. Also same thing with the pots. All those pots came from, the gray ones like that came from IKEA. And I drilled drainage holes into those recently. So it was doing fine, I guess, without the drainage holes. But I prefer those now. Okay, here is a peperomia. It's a Peperomia obtusifolia variegata, I think. Golden. But anyway, I got that from Lowe's a couple of weeks ago. It is also a, well, it is a medium light plant, so that's why I put it on the end here. Because it gets a little more light from the window. So, yeah. That's that. It's still in the nursery pot. It'll stay there for a while. I have this Janet Craig, which I got from IKEA back in February, and it's doing fine. They're slow growers, at least for me. I've never seen a tall Janet Craig. Maybe they exist, but yeah, I don't have one. They do fine. They need minimal attention, but they're slow growers. Okay, then here I have a rubber tree that I got from Lowe's a couple of weeks ago. I went ahead and repotted this as soon as I got it because it just didn't look good in the pot. So yeah, I just took a chance, I mean, you know, and just repotted it. And it looks like it's doing fine. It's only been a couple of weeks, but you know, time will tell. But yeah, she just looked like she wasn't comfortable in that nursery pot. So, okay. This is a pothos, and this is a piece that I saved from the mealybug plant. And it seems to be doing okay. Yeah, I lost a leaf there. But yeah, she, you know, pothos don't need much. But yeah, she's doing okay. This is a new addition from Lowe's a couple of weeks ago. And this is it is a mini pink Photonia Aragonera low light plant. And yeah, look at her. Look at that new little set of leaves coming out there. She's still in her nursery pot, but then I have her in this, I just set the nursery pot in this terracotta. And this is where she'll live once I take her out of the nursery pot. This is a Wandering Jew that I bought from the nursery. It was on clearance for like $1 and some change because it was not in good shape, and I never had one before, and I didn't know what I would do to it, but it seems to be doing well. It's sprouting new leaves. I got this maybe, I think about 6 weeks ago. Okay. This is a peace lily, which historically I have not done well with peace lilies. Maybe I give them too much light and they just don't like that. I think, well, I know for sure now that they're low light plants, but when I had them before, I wasn't really into plants. I like them, but I didn't really research them or anything, is the technical term. But yeah, so now I have it down here in low light, and it's still in the nursery pot, but I'll plant it into this little terracotta pot, which has a drainage hole once it's time. Lastly is another pothos from IKEA, and she has a couple of leaves that aren't happy, but you know, I mean, these things really don't need much, or maybe they do need more than what I'm giving them. But look, she's even sprouting a new leaf down there. But yeah, I think she'll be fine now that I put drainage holes in those. And I just did that 2 weeks ago, even though I've had these IKEA plants since February. So roughly 3 months. So anyway, that's it. Give you another look at everything. Okay. And one other thing I want to add is that I have water in that water pot, that watering pot, I guess. But what I like to do is, since I'm using tap water, I like to let it sit out for at least 24 hours before I give it to my plant, so that, you know, all the minerals and stuff can kind of evaporate out. So yeah, I never give them straight tap water, straight out the tap. So yeah, I'll either use bottled water or you know, some type of filtered water or whatever, or tap water that's been sitting. But anyway, that's it, you all. I'm gonna have to edit this down, but thanks for joining me. Bye.